You know what I love the most about British Columbia? And what I love most about the snow? The quietness that it brings. It's so quiet here, you could hear a pin drop. No traffic, no electricity, no one to bother me. This place is peaceful, quaint. There's a lot of solitude here. This is the perfect place to unwind, to relax, to get away from the city, to get away from the hustle and bustle. I absolutely love British Columbia. You can see how quiet it is, how empty it is, how there's no one here. What more do you want?
Ha 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 ha, to give you hell. All right, if you give someone hell, I want you to think about a time when you gave a person hell. When you were so pissed off. Let's imagine you go to a hotel and you arrive to the hotel, but guess what? You can't check in because they were late cleaning your room. You're not happy. Then you finally get your room, but guess what? It's so cold because there's no heating in the room. And the beds are dirty and there's a coffee mug, but there's a lipstick stain or there's a coffee stain in it. And you're not happy about it. If you're not happy about something, you go down to reception and you start giving out to that person. I demand something else. I demand this. You give them hell. To give out a lot. If, for example, let me see. My mother used to always give out hell to me when I didn't do my homework. When I failed an exam, my teacher would give out hell to me. And that means to give out a lot, to shout, to argue, to be aggressive towards someone, to use your words to make them feel bad, to give out hell to somebody. So what would make you give out hell to someone else? I'll tell you what makes me give out hell. If someone eats my poutine, I will give them hell. Hell. Don't ever get in the way of Ronan and his poutine.
Hi guys, so as you can see behind me, there is an abundance of wood. There is wood in abundance. There's an abundance of wood and there's wood in abundance. Two ways to say you have a lot of something. What would you like to have a lot of? What would you love to have an abundance of? As I said, right now there is wood in abundance, or there's an abundance of wood. I would love to have poutine in abundance. Absolutely. So think about it. In 5 years, what do you want to have an abundance of? Great way to say a lot of. Got wood? Dead slow. If you see something that says dead slow, it basically means as slow as you can go. Alright? So it's a warning sign. It is dead slow. I work in a coffee shop and there's never anybody there. It's dead quiet, okay? And it's just like an extreme version, an absolute extreme way to say slow down, go dead slow. It's quiet. No. It's not quiet. It's dead quiet. Okay, so a really good exercise on how to practice your English is quite simply just to describe what you can see. So listen to me, and then your job is to do the same. There are snow-covered trees all around me. The houses have a layer of snow on top of them. The Canadian flag is blowing in the wind. The snow has not stopped falling. It's a little chilly here. Chilly is cold. The picnic table is unusable at the moment. There's a school bus stuck in the snow. That was just a very quick description of what I can see. What can you see around you right now? Good morning. I'm here in British Columbia at Oyama Lake, and the snow has not let up all night. If snow does not let up, it hasn't stopped. Let up is a phrasal verb. You might say to your friend, let up on the idea of something, something, something. For example, Ronan loves poutine. Oh boy, do I love poutine. Poutine is a fantastic Canadian dish. And I'm always talking about it. And my girlfriend is getting a bit fed up and a bit angry that I always talk about poutine. So she said, Ronan, let up talking about poutine. Ronan, please stop talking about poutine. So we use it in that context. And here, the snow has not let up in quite some time. The snow has not reduced. The snow has not stopped. So there's two ways to use it. To tell your friend to just give up and to stop talking as much about something, or for the weather. Another way you can use it is for telling someone to just stop doing an action. So I mentioned how I was talking about poutine, but if you're in school and you see a child getting bullied, you might say to the bullies, let up on that child, which means stop teasing and stop bullying that child. Let up, to reduce or to stop doing something. Good morning and welcome to another episode of English on the Road, coming to you from Oyama Lake, which is a beautiful place in the Okanagan of British Columbia, Canada. Okay, how often do you eat rabbit food? Oh, I love rabbit food. I love lettuce, I love carrots, and I love cabbage. I'm on a diet right now, so I'm eating a lot of rabbit food. I have a friend who absolutely loves burgers. He loves meat. I tried to give him a salad one day, and he said, no thanks, I don't want rabbit food. Rabbit food is another way to say a salad, a healthy bit of food, or something like that. So, are you the kind of person who wants rabbit food, or do you want to add rabbit food to your bacon and cheeseburger? There you go, rabbit food. Let's have a look at another idiom. Out of your mind. All right. Do you know anybody who is just out of their mind? Okay. If you do something that is 100% crazy, you're out of your mind. If you give money to that person who never ever pays you back, you are out of your mind. And if you go out of your mind, you're going crazy. You know, you might have someone who is absolutely perfect, a really good friend, and then they take one shot of whiskey and suddenly they're out of their mind. They're gone mad. My friend came up to me yesterday and guess what? He invested $10,000 into an avocado farm. Therefore, I'd say he is out of his mind. If you do something stupid, something crazy, you're out of your mind. Right now, I'm in British Columbia, in a very cold part of British Columbia. Hence the reason I'm wearing this big jacket. If I decided to wear shorts and a t-shirt outside, they would say Ronan is out of his mind. So, are you out of your mind? Are you crazy? Let's see, let me see.
Are you the kind of person to panic? Are you the kind of person to stay cool under pressure? If you can stay cool under pressure, you're level-headed, you're calm. You're never going to get let the situation get the better of you. You want your president to be cool under pressure. You want a paramedic to be cool under pressure. Basically, anybody who has a dangerous job, they must be cool under pressure. So can you think of a time when you were cool under pressure? When you stayed calm, when everybody else around you was losing their heads, you stayed calm, you stayed cool under pressure. I'm in British Columbia and it's kind of chilly. So you must remember to bundle up. To bundle up or to wrap up, to wear very warm clothes. Because where I am, it's absolutely freezing. Thankfully, I have this animal skin with fur on the inside and it is so goddamn warm. So right now, I am bundled up. Have a look outside. Do you need to bundle up today? Or is it warm enough that you do not need to bundle up? Wrap up or bundle up. Stay warm. Good morning from a random cold cabin at Oyama Lake in British Columbia. Let's learn some English. All right, the first one. To be your own worst enemy. Can you think of someone you absolutely hate? If you hate someone, and if you're always trying to destroy that person, they are your enemy. Now, if you are your own worst enemy, what do you think it means? To be your own worst enemy basically means that you create your own problems and you stop your success. Frankly speaking, if you are a smoker, you are your own worst enemy. No good can come from smoking, but people still do it. It's counterproductive. It will stop you from having a long life. Therefore, you are your own worst enemy. Okay? If you, for example, just cannot control how well you spend your money, you are your own worst enemy. So try to think of it. Who do you know? Everybody knows somebody who is their own worst enemy. Maybe they drink too much and their own worst enemy because they can't control how much alcohol they intake. Your own worst enemy. Beautiful idiom. I'm very tired. I think I'm going to go to bed. Honestly, when you say I'm going to go to bed, it's kind of boring, isn't it? So here's a new way to say go to bed. I think I'm going to call it a day. If you call something a day, it means you're going to stop working. It means you're probably going to go home, rest, put your feet up, and fall asleep. Okay? So what time do you generally call it a day? Last night, I called it a day at 11 p.m. At 11 p.m., I went to bed. Now, I was at work until 5 p.m. So at 5 minutes before 5, I said to my buddies, hey guys, I'm going to call it a day. I'm out. And I went home. So there's two ways to use it. When you finish work, you call it a day. And when you're going to go to bed, you also call it a day. There you go, guys. Well, I'm going to call it a day.